Watch and burn.
Hey everyone. So tonight I wanted to discuss the Nine Inch Nails' biggest work to date next to Ghosts, and that would be 1999's The Fragile, which in addition to being one of my favorite records from the Nine Inch Nails, design-wise it is also pretty much the ugliest record they have ever released. I love how the logo's cut off, and I do love how everything's sort of pixelated and shitty looking, and I know that that was intentional, and there is something really off about the artwork, the color scheme and everything. It's, well, on one hand, it's perfectly legible and designed incredibly well. It is not attractive. This record is, design-wise, this is their blandest looking album, and yet in a lot of ways, their wildest looking record too, I suppose you could argue back. But I love how the discs are set up left and right. I love how the left is more lyric-based, more traditional Nine Inch Nails, and the right disc, for the most part at least, has a more instrumentals, which up until this point there weren't a lot of from the Nine Inch Nails. Reznor and company would touch on instrumentals here and there, with especially like tracks like A Warm Place, which I expected there to be another Warm Place on here, and there wasn't, and that really shocked me at this point, because I was absolutely in love with that song then. I mean, I still am now. That song is right up there with like Brian Eno's like An Ending. Eno really did something really unique with An Ending, Ascent. I think we can all agree with that. And Reznor's A Warm Place, it did something in just like it, but it was completely original, and it didn't borrow from it at all. But anyways, yeah, this is his massive, endless, sprawling 2-disc that has, my God, like 21, 22 songs. And this has some of the best music he has ever recorded. No You Don't is on here. We're in This Together is on here. The Fragile is on here. Somewhat Damaged is on here. The Day the World Went Away. The Great Below. Starfuckers, of course. Underneath It All. Ripe with the K. This is some of the best stuff that Reznor has ever written, and him and his band have ever written and recorded together. I know that it wasn't really all that well received. At the time, I had found this review. Where is it? I found this review in the Toronto Star, and I'll crack it open here. Yeah, there it is. I doubt you'll be able to make out much there, though. There's a picture of Reznor, and where is it? The title is Trent Reznor and the Nine Inch Nails disc The Fragile is a stunning sounding bore, from this jackass, whoever wrote that. And it's clear that he didn't know what he was talking about, this individual. And for some reason I felt compelled to keep this since 1999. So this has been in my disc since then. And it's now 2022, so that is no small amount of time. But I do love how pixelated the artwork is. I love the odd color scheme that the booklet has. I love this look in total from this whole era of the Nine Inch Nails. I love the color scheme on all the releases surrounding this massive release here. I love the music. I couldn't disagree more. This is not a sound-laden bore. This is a sound-laden matrix of fun and hyper creativity from a band that was still during like their peak period, I suppose. Not that, you know what, I don't really agree with that. Actually, now that I've said that, I don't really think the Nine Inch Nails ever really had a peak period. I know a lot of people would say it was probably the Downward Spiral era, and I love the Downward Spiral era too, but I think that band, like, they plateaued right around the Downward Spiral and the Fragile, and then they just held it there. Now, I know people didn't love Hesitation Marks, and I don't think The Slip was all that well received either, but as far as I'm concerned, Reznor and company haven't missed once. If anything, I would say their earlier years through Sin and Down in It and like Pretty Hate Machine, that stuff's great, but you could see they had a lot of room to grow when they were going to go to new and exciting places, and they most certainly did. And I don't feel like they ever really lost it. I don't even like their new stuff as far as like Add Violence and Not the Actual Event and Bad Witch are concerned. I don't like them at all, but I would still say that band hasn't lost step at all. They haven't lost anything. So, yeah. So look, I'm going to go. So thank you so much for hanging out with me for almost 5 minutes while I discussed the Nine Inch Nails 1999 effort. That is Halo 14. And that is The Fragile. If you like this review, don't forget to do something nice for somebody. You guys are amazing. I'll talk to you soon. Have a good night. I just wanted to say thank you for making it through the entire video. I really appreciate it. And I'm going to remind everyone one more time, even though I've probably already done this in the video that you just watched, to please click the like button as well as the subscribe button because it helps this channel grow. And thank you for hitting like and subscribe, and we will see you guys really soon.